we all know AI generated websites are pretty generic. But what if we can make a next level website like this by using the right technique and the process? I'll show you how to turn your ideas into a real working website, how to collect and prepare the proper assets, how to make complex functionality like this stacking cards or this kind of slider, all of these completely using AI. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we're going to make everything from scratch, but if you want this final result, you can also get it from my template shop, which you can later easily edit manually or by using AI. Okay, back to the video. So the first thing we need to do is prepare the headshot image of our banner section. So for this, let's go over to Pinterest. And here if we search for a 3D avatar headshot, here you can find various different results. And here I really like this one. So let's download this image. But here I want to replace this one with another face. So for that I go over to unsplash.com and search for an man's image where I really like this one. So let's also download this image. And for the face replacement, let's go to another website, xfill.ai, and go under images. And here first of all, let's select the model to GPT image 2 and first add the avatar image and also this second image and write down this prompt. And here I say to replace this first image face with the second image, but keep everything same like the sunglass, teeth, hairstyle, all of the thing. And I also want to make the background to a solid yellow color, so later we can easily remove the background. Okay, click on generate, and here is the result, which looks pretty good. So let's download the image. Now for removing the background, here you go to this website photopia.com and here just drag this image. On the right panel, here we can see all of our layers. So from here, I just want to duplicate this layer and hide this background. Now go to this left side and right click and click on the magic wand tool. And let's click on the background, click on backspace, and our background has been removed. Okay, but we can still see some of the yellow colors. So also click on here and backspace, also here, backspace. Now all of them are get removed. Okay, but if we zoom in, here in detail, we can see the background is still there inside these hairs. So to remove it properly, here click on this refine edge and here first click on this white box and drag over the area you want to keep. Don't worry if it go outside of the image, and let's quickly drag this. Okay, and here on the right side, you can see the real preview of the image. So to get the better view, I want to set the background to black. Now I want to zoom this image. And here with this hand tool, you can just drag this image to anywhere. Now click on this gray box. And first of all, I want to reduce the size of this circle like this. And just drag your mouse near the edges like this. And here you can see it's still not working. So to make it work, let's click on this black color here and drag over the mouse on the transparent layer near the previous dragged area. Okay, and now you can see the edges looks much more better. So back again to the gray box, and here if you continue dragging to the edges like this, you can see it's now working. And during the drag, make sure the circle is not getting too much inside of this image. Okay, so you need to do the same thing. So you need to drag this over all the edges where you can see this background yellow color. And it may take some time to make it complete. And when it's complete, let's just click on OK. And here finally we need to trim out this image. So from here, just trim this. And finally, export this as a PNG image. Okay, I have already done this and you can see the result looks pretty amazing. So our image is ready. Now it's time to create our website. So for this, basically we need 4 things. First, the layout of the website where we will decide how we arrange our content, then a design inspiration, and also the assets we have just prepared. And finally, a proper prompt to combine all of this. So for the layout, I have handwritten this wireframe where you can see every content like the headshot image at the middle and the behind text. Also the other content like the paragraph, button and the menu at the top. And here I want to make the overall design with a 3D swipe. And for that I again go over to Pinterest and search for an 3D gradient button. And here I really like this one. So let's download this. And for the overall design inspiration, let's go over to dribble.com, and if we search for an gradient website, here you can see different results and this one looks good. So also download this. And finally, we need one more thing. here behind this text, we also want to add an arrow like this. So for that, I again search for an gradient arrow, and this one looks good. But here I want to point this arrow on the left side. So let's first download this and drag this image to Photopea. And here under image, from the transform, flip this horizontally. Okay, and it gets flipped. And by following the previous same process, you can remove the background and convert it to a PNG image. Now finally, go to Claude.ai and go to Claude Design. And here first of all, add this wireframe image, the button design, the design inspiration, and finally the headshot and the arrow image. And add a prompt like this, where I say everything about the layout and how the text will be overlapped by the image. And I also want to add an animated gradient behind the headshot image. And I also want to keep this overall website design to minimal, but looks really modern. Also, I mentioned to change the font to Kanit and make the background dark like our reference. And also for this attached image here, this order is important because we have write this prompt according to that. And don't worry, I will also give all of this prompt to my website and also give the website link to my description. So from here, you just need to copy and paste that. And lastly, from here, don't forget to select the model to Fable 5, which is the latest model. Okay, click on create. And here is the result, which looks pretty good. But we need to make some more refinement. Like here, we need to adjust the size of this font and this image. And you can see the text gets overlapped too much. We cannot read the text. And also at the bottom here, we need some more padding for the bottom content, and also want to fix these menu items. So describing all of this, let's write down this follow prompt as a list. Now it looks much better. And if you need some more refinement, you can add some more follow prompt until it looks good. And after that, I also want to add a mouse effect. So when we move our mouse, I also want to slightly move this headshot image with that. So go to here and write another prompt. And also don't forget to make this effect smooth. Okay, now when you move our mouse, the image is also moving smoothly. Okay, so by the end of the video, you will complete making this kind of amazing website, and your next step should be getting your first client. And for that, I really recommend you to get a 16-hour comprehensive freelancing mastery course, which is made by Jim Fad Digital, a great instructor on this field for a very long time. And I personally learned a lot from him about how to get the clients. So if you are interested, the link is in the description. Okay, now here we will create a slider under that. So this is going to be an infinite slider with a loop, so it will never end. And we also have two rows. The first one goes from the right to left, and the second one left to right. So here is all the images for the slider, and I also rename this with this special manner so Claude can better understand the order and place the image perfectly. So let's select all of this, drag it to here and write down this prompt describing everything. And I also say to make everything big and match its design with the banner section design. So for all over our website, we keep the consistent design style. And after waiting for a while, here you can see the result. But we can see a little issue, like you can see the same image is repeating for the both rows. We don't want that. So let's go to here and write this prompt to fix that issue. And right now the problem get fixed. So after that, I also want to create an about us section, and I want to keep it pretty simple, like an heading, paragraph, and with a button. And I want to keep the content style as similar as this banner section content, and also want to cover the white space with some 3D glossy PNG images. So for that, I searched for an 3D glossy object and find this one good. So download this. But here, instead of this text, I want to replace it with the person's name, Alex. So you can go to X field, drag this image and write this prompt, where I say to change this text and also change the background to red color, and click on generate. And here is the result. So let's download this, and following the same process, let's also remove its background. And here I created more PNG images by following this. Now let's upload this to here and write down this prompt describing everything. And here I also want to move this object with our mouse interaction. Okay, and here's the section, and it looks really good and also interact with our mouse interaction. So you don't need to do anything here. So back again to here. And now I want to create a services section, and I also create a structure like that. The big heading at the top and all the services at the bottom with this structure. On the left, we have this big number with the title and the subtitle, and here is the image. So let's upload the image first, and also upload all the images for the service items and write down this prompt. And to make some contrast, here I also want to make this section background to a light color. Okay, and this one is the result, which looks pretty good, but we also need some more refinement. Like we can see the images looks too big. Also we have too many space here, need to reduce this padding, and also we don't need any gradient here, so also remove that. So describing all of that, again write this big prompt, and now the design looks more refined. Now under here I want to create our project section, which will be a little bit complex. So basically we have different cards which will be stacked one over another when we scroll. And we have also drawn the card structure like this. At the top we have the content and the button, and at the bottom all the images with this structure. So first drag the image and also all the images for our project, and here you can see I have also renamed this with this specific manner. And write down this prompt where I describe everything, and here I want these cards to be a fixed width. And here's the result. The card looks really very good, and it also is stuck one over another. And finally we are going to make our last section, which will be the contact section, and I also want to keep it very simple with a title, paragraph and button like you did on our this about us section. So write the prompt for that, and here for this button I want to link it with my email address. Okay, now it looks perfect, and also this link is perfectly working. We just need to reduce the gap between here. So go back to here and write down this one more prompt, and now it get fixed, and our whole website is now looking really very good. And if you also want to check it from the other devices like the tablet or the mobile, you can see a lot of things get broken up. We also need to fix all of this. So for that we need to measure the width of our device, which we can see 727 pixel. So go back to here and write a prompt like this. Right now I'm viewing this website from this width device. It looks perfect. Now can we please make this whole website responsive for the lower width devices? Okay. And now with just this one prompt, you can see it almost fixed 90% of the issues. And on tablet it almost looks very good. Also for mobile, here you can see these sections also looks good. Here is the services sections, and here if you still need more refinement we can also do that. Like you can see this image looks so big here, so I want to keep it small and separate this from the text. Also we can improve the alignment, also this menu with an hamburger icon, all of this. So basically you need to tell Claude, for this width devices we need to fix this thing, for that width devices we need to fix that thing. You get the point, right? So that's how you can create this amazing website and also make it responsive. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.